just says stars enabled. Oh, there it goes.
Woo, 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 woo. Ha! I think we got it going. Is it going? Are we going? Are we live for the Laura Shepherd Show number 133? Does anybody want to sing Something's Gonna Happen and It Could Be Good? You guys ready out there? You come stand up here if you want to be on TV. Ready? Show number 133 from an undisclosed location. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen, Lord, we knew. Transformed before your eyes with no time for chasing all those whys. You never know just how life is gonna go. So you jump in your boat and row, row, row. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Here we go, everybody, ready? Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we knew it would. Those of you in the live audience are doing just fine. Those of you at home, your turn. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we knew it would. Now, Hannah, you got to aim high and go for your pie in the sky. Go ahead, trust yourself, 'cause everything will right itself. Life is a stream, so go ahead and follow your dreams. And jump in your boat and row, row, row. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Here we go. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen, Lord, we knew it would. Oh man, this is so exciting. I'm so pleased. Thank you all. Yes, you guys are being a perfectly silent studio audience. We love that. Here it is, Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm out at a little party, and we have a clothing exchange rack, so I got this beautiful outfit, and then my friend Sydney let me borrow this, and so just remember, it's easy to look fabulous. What we're going to do right now is we're going to invite somebody up to play an original song. Matt, you ready?
Sure.
We're going to get Matt up here. We're going to get Matt up here with your fancy guitar.
With a fancy guitar.
Yeah. And,
It wasn't fancy in '67.
so that's a new guitar for you? You got that new?
No,
New to you.
New to me is a year and a half ago. I got it at 7 Seas in St. Pete.
Is that you recommend some?
I really recommend them. There's a bar in there too.
Oh, well,
I walked in, I got a beer, and I played 13 guitars, and this is the second to last one.
so now what year did you say that was?
67. You say Pat, wondering where's Pat. I asked him where should I buy a real guitar in town, and he sent me there. Sent him a picture of it. He's got a 66, same model.
So there you go.
Like,
Sent you to where
meant
to
to
get.
be.
Yeah. And you've been playing and writing songs along for you? You're from North Carolina?
Yeah,
Yeah,
raised in North Carolina. I lived in Hawaii and Brooklyn for a while. So like kind of a country island city thing.
Country Island City. I like that. That flows you. What kind of music do you play? Country Island City.
Country island city.
That's
yeah.
a good genre. I like it.
Jimmy Buffett in Brooklyn.
Do you make a living playing music or make money? Make
try to
make a living.
I try
And
to.
you set up sound equipment too. Is that correct?
Yeah. I run sound sometimes. My favorite thing is when the band is really, really good. And I get a chance to mix them and make it really sound beautiful. And I get to look around at all the people that are like smiling and dancing, all the joy that's coming from it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's joy,
Yeah,
not
'cause
hip. It's like shake and bake.
Oh, shake and bake. And you've been writing songs a long time, or just
Yeah.
a minute?
Yeah, I have. I guess we're not quite 20 years.
Not quite 20 years.
Yeah, but pretty close.
And so, do you have a song you'd be willing to sing right now in front of God and everybody?
Anything you want.
I mean, far as I know, God was here. We had a nice Thanksgiving. We gave thanks. I'm pretty sure He's here. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I've got you hooked up. I'm gonna get off the stage.
It might not have been super clear. Oh, are we attached?
Ooh, we are entangled. And
Not at the hip.
Not at the hip. If you want to tell people about it for a minute.
Oh, yeah, when you said, do you want to play a song, you got a song you want to share, and I said anything you want, it wasn't super clear that that's the title of it. Anything you want, nothing you don't. I'm grateful just to get to know you. I sure will, unless you want anything you want, nothing you don't. I don't think I've seen anybody so fine as you, sweet darling. Would you like some time? Well, I don't think I've seen anybody finer than you. So anything you want, nothing you don't. Oh, I'm grateful just to get to know you. I sure will, unless you want anything you want, nothing you don't. All right, Roy. If I had, that's alright. I must have got lost here, so don't you pay it no mind. Well, I bet that they ain't funner than you. So anything you want, and nothing you don't. I'm grateful just to get to know you. I sure will, unless you want anything you want, nothing you don't.
Oh, you don't have to leave. Come back.
Oh,
You don't have to leave.
wow! They usually kick me out after the first song.
Now what? Like, can we call that's a song about consent, right?
It is. It's a pickup line and consent all at the same time. Basically, there's this really pretty lady I saw after a show that I played up in the mountains of North Carolina, and I got done. So I was like, "Who?" I asked my friend that worked at the venue, and I was like, "Hey, who is that?" He's like, "Oh, well, she is a gym. It's kind of going through it real hard right now."
Yeah.
And I realized later in the night she's hammered. I was like, well, I can't make a pass at you right now. That's not ethical. That's just like, you are clearly...
Wait. You can't make a pass at a drunk woman? That's unethical?
As a sober guy? No. I just got done playing. That means I had maybe like 2.5, 3 beers. And she had probably 10.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know exactly where the line is with that. It gets a little sticky.
Yeah.
And not...
You want to know where my
But
line
I knew, you could tell.
Yeah.
You know when somebody's too drunk to be hitting on them.
Too drunk to fuck.
You know
what?
When you're like hitting on them, like they're not making their own choices. If you can tell that at that point where they're not really making their own choices, then don't fucking them. Maybe wait a year till you end up at the venue again, and they still work there. They come out for a smoke break, and you hop and sit down next to them like, hey, good to see you again.
Anything you want.
And so I went home that night, and I started like singing her name in a song.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's cheesy. Like, I'm not doing the cornball her name song. No thanks. So I was like, well, why do you want to sing her name? He's like, because I give her anything she wants. Nothing she don't.
And there you go. Well, I thought that was really, I think that's, first of all, the song was really kind of sing-alongy, and I really enjoyed it. And second of all, I like that you're even thinking about that instead of, women need to learn to protect themselves. It's like, no, wait a minute,
I got a little worried when I said gray area and talked about a gray area. That made me think of the song Blurred Lines, which I think is the worst song that's ever been released. It's very famous people. Like, Pharrell Williams is one of the, he's Bob Dylan content-wise
what about
these
the
days.
song is upsetting?
Blurred lines. So the concept of blurred lines is like, oh, well, there's a gray area where it's okay. You're like, no, there's not. It's basically a rape anthem, and it's not acceptable, to have something like that. Like, so when I said this, like, I don't know where the line is, like, I do.
You do.
And you do too.
I'm going to tell you where the line is. Never kiss anybody for the first time that you've ever kissed them when either you
I was kissed you on the mouth right there, just for a laugh.
No, but you have to listen. Never kiss anybody for the first time when either you or them have been drinking. That's my rule. So there you go. There you go. So
I
hey,
love you so much.
Matt, thank you so much for
Thank
getting
you.
up here. I'm gonna take your microphone from
Oh,
you.
yeah. That's great when I slap it. That probably sounds great through the
who
mic.
knows?
Pum, pum, pum.
We can get some audio feedback.
Thank you
from
so much
you.
for having me, Laura. I love you so much.
That's really so good.
Oops.
Okay. Woo! I think that whole thing was a crowd pleaser. Okay, we're gonna have Kelly is gonna join me here on the stage. Come on, Kelly. Do you have some toys? Bring some toys.
I will bring some toys.
Okay, this is Kelly. He's going to bring. I call them toys. What do you call them? Finished masterpieces.
I got some hinges. I got some hooks.
Come over.
All right,
Let's
hang-
look.
hang
And
on,
you got
Marty.
a shoehorn and a. Can I help you? Let's see what we got. I'll grab something from you. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh no. All right, Kelly, nestle on in here, if you will. If you will. I'm going to try and put one of these over your direction,
All right.
and hopefully that'll work. Okay, we can rattle them around a little bit. Okay, so Kelly, I just met you,
Yes.
and you arrived here at this undisclosed location, bearing gifts. And you made all of these things. Do you call yourself a metal worker, a forger, a steel man,
I
Leather
call
pants, what do you
myself
call
an
yourself?
embryonic blacksmith.
an embryonic blacksmith?
There's so much to this field.
Yes. And what is it? Just like a little quick, the difference between blacksmithing and welding.
Well,
It's all metal. How can it be different?
Welding, you're heating it up and adding filler. You can do welds in a forge as well with no filler. It's called a forge weld. It's hard to do, but you can do them. I got some forge welds. I don't have one here to show you right now.
So, like, if you're maybe putting two pieces of stainless steel together and welding the corner, that's going to but this, you heat up the metal and beat it, is that correct?
Yeah, you need an anvil, which is a heavy object. Like you could use a rock, but a real anvil is good because it allows the hammer to bounce back up so you don't get so tired.
Oh, right, when you strike it, it doesn't just go thump, it goes thump.
Bong, bong, yeah.
And you wear ear protection? I wonder.
Oh, safety first.
Okay,
Absolutely.
just checking. And so what possessed you to take on? Now I had a friend of mine's kid, and I said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And he said, "I want to be a blacksmith." And I said, "Why?" He says, "'Cause you get to wear leather pants and play with fire."
Well, I was at a festival and I was wondering what I was going to do, and my friend Beazle said, "Hey, let's go to blacksmithing school," and we did that, and I love it. It's very meditative.
And so when you first start blacksmithing, what's like an easy project that you?
Well, blacksmiths normally make all their own tools, so that's what the school is. You make your own hammer, You make your own rake, you make your own tongs, and I don't remember what else.
Yeah.
But there was other. I thought,
Right, so you start by making your own tools.
just to teach you the basics, the bending and the working of the metal.
Right, this is fairly classic blacksmithing where you sort of bend over the handle and have this little coily cue. That's fairly classic stuff.
Yeah.
And you have these really nice ones that are leafy, or, oh yeah, oh this one.
We got a djembe hook there.
This is a hook, there's a hole there, you nail it onto a wall, and the little tops are djembes. That's cute as a button for the drummer in your life.
You know what would be a good one to start with? Would
Yeah.
be making a nail.
Making a nail.
If you can make a
I'm gonna
nail.
hold this for you. I'm gonna show you. Look at this over here. This is the one. Now, the thing about Kelly is Kelly showed up and there's a nail right there. You can pull it out and show it to the crowd. Kelly shows up at this undisclosed location with this metal cookie box, and I thought, he's bringing us all some cookies. And he opened it up, and it was full of all this metal, and he offered them as gifts, and I chose this one. You know, and the hook, so you've beaten it out. Was this started as one whole piece?
This was a 3/8 inch round stock.
Round stock.
Yeah.
Like stock metal that is round.
And the nails are very tricky because when they get small like this, they cool very quickly. And when it cools, it's not moving anymore.
Ah, so you got to get the point in it early.
Well, you get that, and if you screw it up, it's still a nail. So
Oh.
it's still useful. You know,
But it
it's a
might
good
not
thing
be
to
as
learn
good,
on,
yeah.
you know.
And how specialized is the heating up equipment? Can you just use your fire bellows and
It's
rig
been
something
around
up?
for thousands of
Yeah.
years. It's a forge. I use coal. I still use coal. I was taught on coal.
Coal. Huh.
Coal forges, they get hot enough that you can do a weld. They say you can do a forge weld in propane as well. I haven't had any success. I use a coal forge, and you gotta be careful with coal. It gets so hot it'll burn the steel up. But yeah, coal is where it's at, and it's been around forever. It's a great old skill. You know, we don't have enough blacksmiths. It's dying out, and there's plenty more to work on besides knives and axes, even though knives and axes are super cool too.
Oh yeah, you gotta do some of those. What I like is the variety. Like both of these have a little. Now I'm trying to hold on to my nail. That's my nail now. He was giving away presents, and I got one with nail in it, and I don't want to get to it. This is my nail. Put it in here. I'll get it back from you later. All right. This one, it's got that same little leaf on the top. But you know, not a hook is not a hook, because this one's much sort of narrower, and that one's wider. So it depends on what you want to hook up. So you could make a hook for every different thing in the whole wide world.
Yeah, so you make it all custom, do what you want.
Now hinges. How does that's interesting.
This is, you know, making this for a pirate chest I'm trying to make.
Ooh, pirate chest.
Well, it's you know, anyway, it's just that's just some round stock. You make your own stuff. You bend over one. That's your
What do you call it? Pin, I guess.
door pin. This is this is a fleur-de-lis pattern. It's common, and you just cut the middle and you pull it apart. But this is what's cool, is curling that steel over enough. It takes a minute, and then after I curl it over, then I cut it out there and I file that out, and then, you know,
So you're not curling over two pieces. You're curling over one and then cutting out the little heavy hole.
Chisel that out, yeah.
Chisel it out, gnaw it out with your teeth. That's really incredible. And this is a fun little gibby gidget. This little shoehorn, isn't it? Or big.
A big shoehorn, yeah, I love that. It started out as a mistake, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make that into a shoehorn.
What were you trying to make?
I don't remember.
Okay, it doesn't matter. And this is this square stock right here? We were talking about round stock before. Like, see, does this come in a square piece and then you twist it, right?
It sure does.
So heating it up and twisting it evenly is the tricky part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is pretty tricky. And
This stuff ain't pastry, you know. You can burn yourself making pies, but that's a different story. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
These take a minute, but this is a rose. There's I don't know much about it, but there's an argument about if you use welding, is it still hand forged? And back in the day, they still had arc welding. They still did that, but this has no welds in it, and I'm trying not to do that with this rose. So what I do is I punch through a tenon.
Yeah, can you see that from, I don't know whether y'all can see it from those cameras, but there's a hole punched through, you know, and that leaf was stuck in there, and then I guess the end sort of
Painted over. And for this is thin sheet metal. How I do that one is I use an oxyacetylene torch with a what do you call it? Not a butterfly tip, a rosebud tip.
Oh, for making roses, of course.
There we go, yeah. And yeah, that's how you do it. So you can heat up each one at a time, because it cools quickly. It's so small. You got to move it quick. And that's a tenon in there. Then put it on flat. First you hammer it into a log to get these ripples on there and all that other stuff.
Oh, you mean like the piece of flat metal is just kind of like a shiny sheet, and you got to give it some life, some texture by beating on it a bit. Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that's a rose. And then this part is kind of cool. I rolled that. That could be used in anything. I was making some brackets for the missus, and I was doing something like that. I wish I had those to show you. But that's a tenon there. A nice example. You punch it through. Well, first you punch the holes, and then you hammer this down into a nice I don't know what to call, a nice shaft that'll fit through the hole, and then come down in there, and then while that's hot, with a rosebud tip heated up, so you don't heat up everything, just heat up that tip and come down on a heavy hammer. You don't have to whack it hard, just come down and bounce it off and try to hammer it down all nice like that, and you got a good, there's no welds in there, but it's not coming apart.
Do you find that sound plays a part in this? Like when you're hitting it, do you listen to it too, or just look?
Yeah. As it gets cold, it'll give you a different ring.
And do you sell these things?
I do.
And where can one purchase one?
Right now, we're in Monticello at the farmers market in Monticello, Kentucky.
Monticello, Kentucky.
But we go everywhere.
We're not there, just by the way. It's an undisclosed location, but we're not in Kentucky.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, don't think we're in Kentucky. And so you're traveling around now. Are you doing so you do a certain number of markets, etc.?
Right now, I really just carry shit for the missus. I do whatever she tells me.
Oh, right, because she's a market, what's the word, veteran.
Yeah,
yes. She makes beautiful tie-dyed clothing. It's really, really special. And so you get to enjoy helping her set up, and then have a little something that you can show on the side.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe she could make a dress for this little rose. Lord of mercy. One thing, it was real nice because you showed up here at this undisclosed location and really didn't know anybody, and you immediately started giving things away. So I'd like to give you something, of course. Now, I don't know how much use this is going to be to you, because it's a DVD. Remember when there used to be DVDs? And this is a video I made called Hard Times, where I sing a song called Hard Times, and I'm walking through an amazing pottery, and there's a couple little extras. And I've been doing a lot of fall cleaning at my house, and I pulled out this box, and I'm like, well, 12 years ago people were into DVDs. I don't even know if anybody can play this, but you can open it up and the words are in there, and there's some pictures on the inside. So you can, remember how albums used to have art? So so I hope you enjoy this, and I'm going to also give one to Matt because ooh. There it goes, wrecked up. You can have it now.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, and I so appreciate your volunteering. He'd never even heard of the Laura Shepherd show, and he said he would do it. Was there anything in here that we didn't talk about?
Keychains. But,
okay, keychains. Yes, keychains.
There's keychains.
Oh, so freaking cute. We could look at that. Cute as a button.
And those are actually pretty tough, because when they get that small, they crack when they cool sometimes.
Yeah. So, you don't think of metal cracking, but
yeah, the smaller stuff you got to work it a lot faster.
You're awesome.
You're awesome.
One step at a time, one step at a time. All right. I'm feeling like if I had shoes, I might need this shoehorn. And you know what I like about this shoehorn is it's really tall, because a lot of times they make shoehorns, but they're kind of short. There you go. Thank you so much. Things are going very well here at this show. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get Kim and Roy up here.
Like now?
Yeah, like right now. Now, Roy, we saw him sort of pop in. Matt, this one's for you too. This is a DVD. I don't know if you know what to do with the DVD.
I
so
do.
there you go.
I've got a PlayStation 2. I'll put it in and watch
Okay,
it
there
on
you
my
go.
projector.
There you go.
Because I live in 2003.
Yeah. Well, welcome. That's about when that was made. It would have been 2006 or 7. Yeah. What we have now is some other very talented musicians here. Come on up. I'm going to give the main stools to y'all. Oh, look at our dang record. Come on and sit whichever. I don't know which way is best for you guys. And I'm
Do you want to be on this side or this side?
I don't know.
We can switch halfway
there a
through
better-
if it's not working.
Is there a...
Now this is Kim, and this is Roy, and you all have a band that you call the
Reckless Saints.
The Reckless.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Are you all reckless folk?
We sometimes.
Sometimes you could be known to be reckless.
We're not saints.
And how long did it take you to come up with the name, the Reckless Saints?
Oh, geez, years.
I know, that's
And
not
then I thought of 50 more that after
rather
that.
have been. Oh no,
We
well.
were trying to find something to fit his initials, which are S, obviously.
Ah.
And Rolling Stones
Was
It was
taken.
already taken.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Rain and slog. That wouldn't be very good.
Rain and snow.
Okay, rain and snow. What I'm going to do is ask you all to play a little number, and then I'll come back up here and stick my head in between y'all and ask some questions. All right, carry on.
Thanks, Lord.
Okay. Thanks for having us. This is an older song of ours. I wrote this in my grandmother's backyard. It's a place where I took refuge after a rough teenhood. It's the place. It's a very special place in Ohio. We had all these little grapevines out back. Think I'll play a little dinner music for the rabbits in the backyard. But why's it gotta be so hard? Damn mosquito. But you know I'm gonna stay out anyway. Watch the sun as it goes down. Feel it wash away my frown. Spreading those colors all around. Not letting me down. Never lets me down. think I'll play a little more music on the rabbits in the backyard.
Yeah.
One for the rabbits, that's called.
One for the rabbits. Now, do you all make a living going around playing music?
We try.
Yeah, that's right.
Such as it is.
Such as it is. Well, you know what? I think that you managed to get yourself down here to this undisclosed location, so you must be doing okay. Like if you was broke, you'd still be sitting at your house eating canned Thanksgiving dinner. How long have you all been performing?
Together?
Yeah.
Well, since, what?
08, I think
08.
we started.
Oh wait, and you were doing it before?
He was
Yeah, I was
doing it.
doing it, just playing in the bars and stuff. And she said, well, you got all these songs you write. Why don't you ever sing your songs? And I said,
Yes.
well, I'm playing in bars and no one's really listening. And it's less heartbreaking if I'm playing somebody else's song.
And occasionally you get their attention with Brown Eyed Girl because they know.
Yeah. So she said, well, I'm going to go online and see about finding places that want to hear original stuff.
Yes.
And maybe we, and I said, all right. Well, yeah.
So we were playing anywhere that would have us, you know, playing for sandwiches and coffee shops, whatever. We'd pulling a little trailer around, spending lots of money.
Yeah.
But,
Fuel.
On fuel, yeah, because it's really, really difficult.
but we saw a lot of things. It was a blast, and you know, it grew from there. We learned how to tour more smartly.
And so, what are some of the things that you know? What you learned? What you learn along the way?
Don't play for free.
Okay,
I know.
I ain't gonna do earn a living that way. We pay. Yep, there we go. You get
And-
paying in. We pay in DVDs.
Yay! No,
here.
no, I didn't. Yeah,
No,
no.
I'm done. But yeah.
But also, I learned a thing early on about ego and keeping all that in check. Because we went to play at a place. It was this coffee shop, and when it was time for us to play, they had all these seats set up, and there was literally nobody there. And I had a little hissy fit. It was kind of embarrassing now because the place was empty except for the barista.
Well,
he was a cool guy.
We learned that
And
it
then
was
we realized-
it was a sort of a gay coffee shop, and it was Gay Pride Day, and they were doing a parade. So
Everybody
they were-
was, you know,
had
over
nothing
there.
to do with you.
It had nothing to do-
clientele
yeah.
was absent. Yes.
And I was having a little, you know, I don't know, we're going to sing to a bunch of chairs, you know, and I learned, you know, sometimes you're just going to sing to the chairs. Because you'd start off singing to those chairs and suddenly there's butts in them.
Chairs
you know?
are people too.
Can I say butts? I guess
Yes,
now I've said
say
it
butt.
twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, just because there's glory shows, you know, sometimes you show up and it's a beautiful venue with a it's a theater and you have an audience of paying people and they're clapping and it's just a wonderful concert experience. And the very next day you might play at the empty coffee shop. I mean, it just depends where you are. So whatever it is, you got to play you like you're at Carnegie, no matter what.
Absolutely. Otherwise,
Just
what's
bring
the
it.
point? Bring it. Bring it. Okay, well, bring it. Let's hear that one.
we
Oh,
can,
really?
switch
Well
over
then.
here.
Well, is this?
Uh-oh,
Oh, that's right. You've got it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I have a microphone, and I'm gonna
Well,
hand
that's
you
right.
this
We're gonna,
guitar.
this is going good. As I turn my back to
I'm
the
sorry.
camera. This is like, my God, who taught this girl?
Who invited this guest?
Who invited
Oh, it's
this
clearly
this
on the
sound
guest.
producer?
I got this
So, would this be a bad time to mention this next song is on our new record?
Okay, no, wait, this is, yes, okay, play the song and then we're going to talk about that record.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely, it's a great time.
You need this.
It's a great time to talk
Then-
about, and you know what's really fabulous about that record is the size of the artwork. It's the size of the artwork,
Oh,
which makes it really, really fun. Oh wow, you've gotten yourself a harmonica. All right, now, okay, I'm untangling myself. Here we go.
So this came from stir craziness during lockdown, I think, mostly. Yeah. Put on your blue suede shoes, baby, let's go out. Put on your blue suede shoes, baby, let's go out. It's time to love and remember how to jump the ship.
Thank you guys so much for coming. Let's talk about this record. Don't jump up yet.
Oh, okay.
I want to talk about this record. The Reckless Saints Blue Tangled
Twangled.
Blue Twangled
Folk and roll.
Folk and roll.
Folk and Roll. And who did the artwork?
Both of us. I did the picture part. He did the graphic text on it.
Yeah. I'm just the lettering dude in the back.
It was a
But
mixed
she did
media
this, Mod Podge thing.
Mod Podgy thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And where did you record this?
At Shiny New Records, which is in our home.
Our home studio.
Oh,
That was my COVID project while we were all sitting tight. I was ordering, foam and better mic lines and running permanent things into. I set up a vocal booth in there and made a pretty ideal space for doing what we do.
and recording is a whole different art than actually playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I play all day long. I ain't never recording now. So are you interested? Are you doing the recording because you have to, or has it gotten you? Has it caught you?
Well, I always liked it. When I was a teenager and I was starting to write, I was already starting to try to play some leads and sing harmonies, and I was by myself, so I got a 4-track cassette recorder,
Yeah.
so I could sing the main part and then go in and do harmony vocals and stuff. I was just interested in that from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's great with all this digital stuff.
Oh no, it's so easy. It's incredible. I mean, so easy. I can't do it, but I
It's
could.
nice.
But much easier than it used to be to carry it around. Now, why did you choose to have an album made, like a record?
Well, part of it's vanity because I like being able to drop a needle in a groove. I still have a lot of vinyl.
Oh, the
And you can
the lyric
you can
sheets.
put lyric
Yes.
sheets in.
A beautiful photo of the two of you. Oh, look at that. That's so
But
cute. Yeah.
she was just blowing a kiss
You
to the
look
camera. I
beautiful.
thought that was perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. You kiss the world.
But yeah, also CDs. I mean, there was a time we were really making more than half of the better part of our living was from the CDs we would sell at the end of the night,
Yeah.
and then that kind of stopped. And this doesn't come close to what that was, but it seems like people are more likely to buy a vinyl record than they are a CD.
Right, because I think it's gotten to be a thing to collect them again.
When we made the decision at that time, they had, vinyl sales were outselling
Yeah.
CDs. I don't know if that's still the case.
Yeah, no, it did sort of like for the first year and whatever, yeah. And people can send you some, how do we get in touch with you online?
Well, we have a RecklessSaints.com is our website, and there's a
Okay.
store if you wanted to. We would like send you this if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Go shop it.
Yeah.
We have shirts and all that kind of stuff, and all our information's on there, the dates, tour dates, and our bio, photos, and video.
And now you're your own booking agent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're open.
See,
But if
that's the
there's
thing.
a
It's
wonderful
like,
agent that's starving for new
We
clients,
would
then
love
we would.
to have somebody do that for us.
yeah, because your music, I mean, just those couple little songs felt really good and positive and uplifting, and I'm so glad that happened.
Well,
Yay.
thank you.
You got one more little quick one you want to do?
Uh-oh.
You didn't work it up? That's all right. You can just say no, walk away.
You got one?
You want to? Well, we could do everybody looking.
Let's try it.
What is that the one we were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he played this song for me and I thought it was real good. And they haven't worked it up together too well, but I think this is a fun song, so let's hear it.
This doesn't happen to be the. It is. Ha! It's the right harp. It's the correct key. Unplanned.
So cell phone addiction is real.
All right. Let me.
That's where this came from.
called Everybody Looking Down. I don't like living in a lonely world with everybody looking down. Everybody looking down to see what's up. I get all caved in and it bums me out seeing everybody looking down. Every time I look around and away from my own stuff. I used to see the world right in front of my face, all three dimensions all over the place, noticing the leaves blowing in the breeze, and all the little flowers just tickling my knees. I miss all the details I used to see, a butterfly floating by a fish in a tree. I miss all the cute puppies and the ugly ones too, and when I didn't need my thumbs just to talk to you. I don't like living in a lonely world with everybody looking down. Everybody looking down to see what's up. I get all caved in and it bums me out seeing everybody looking down. Every time I look around and away from my own stuff. 'Cause when out is in and down is up, and everybody's drinking from a different cup, how we gonna ever get everyone together when two people can't agree on the time or the weather? Alright. Well, it's just like old Mr. Marin said. There used to be space all around your head, standing in a line, burning up your time. All that you could do is just think and whine. I miss that tension that grew in that space, making me reckon with my time and place, and look at people in the eye. Couldn't afford to be shy. I guess it ain't a Christie level mystery why I don't like living in a lonely world with everybody looking down. Everybody looking down to see what's up. Yeah, I get all caved in and it bums me out seeing everybody looking down. Every time I look around and away from my own stuff. Everybody, everybody. I don't like living in a lonely world with everybody looking down. Everybody looking down to see what's up. I get all caved in and it bums me out seeing everybody looking down. Every time I look around and away from my own stuff.
I'll tell you what, that one was a crowd pleaser. There were hearts and stuff going down. Ooh, I can't get you free.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And on the record, we got Freebo playing tuba and a guy named Lee Thornburg playing a couple of horns in a little section that he wrote. He played the Tonight Show band and stuff. Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So the
Yeah.
horns.
Ooh,
I always got to talk
sexy
about
horn
the horns.
players on the album. Okay, and it's out already?
Yeah.
No, is that song we just heard on that
It
album?
is
we just played?
indeed.
That was great, and I tell you, it was a crowd pleaser. All right, off you go.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
having us.
Yay. And
Off
people
you go,
can
then.
get in touch with you at RecklessSaints.com. Hey,
Reckless.
Matt, Reckless. I don't know why I want to make you restless instead of reckless.
Yeah, it
Matt,
happens.
if people want to get in touch with
You
you,
got reckless leg syndrome.
you got Reckless. Where do we go to get in touch with you?
Here,
Okay,
that's
but-
Squatchy Vibes. So it's an Instagram thing, at Squatchy Vibes. I think it also find me
Squatchy.
on the Facebook. All my friends are old, and I hope you are also.
yeah.
So that you have Facebook, but
Okay, so
at
that's-
Squatchy Vibes. And Squatch, it's Squatch because there's a jam band out there that is somewhat active, and I didn't find them until after I'd already released my first release.
Yeah.
And their name is Squatch, and I was like, well, I don't want to get in a fight, so I'll just put a question mark on mine. The Squatch is kind of hairy. It's hard to find, you know,
Okay.
like a Sasquatch ought to be.
So if we
Yeah.
need you to do sound in North Carolina, we're going to call you up and pay you the big bucks.
I don't know, just come by the Broke Down Palace and just ask me.
Okay. You know. You know. Okay, thank
Um,
you so much for your time.
Hey,
What's
these
that?
two, if you wanna slither into my direct messenger service,
Oh, what's this like? Wait,
then
it's a hat.
I sell those and all sorts of things.
There, nice little.
Hell, I will sell you a private song in your living room if you pay right.
Okay, there we go.
I'll give you a hug for free.
Okay. Aw, love you. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
All right, this is kind of bringing this little show to the end. If I played a song in A, would you come up and join me? Come on. We're gonna do this one. We're gonna play a traditional old time exit song for me in A. I want to thank everybody for being here for show 133. The next show will be December 10th, I believe, in Gulfport, local home show. Please take the time to send somebody some money on Facebook, send me some money, drop some money in the tip jar, become a patron on Patreon or something like that. So we're just doing a little round in A, sort of You want to sing? Anybody want to sing this one? Come on up if you want to. Don't jump the freight trains when they roll by. Don't like the blues, I'll tell you why. I go downtown when I want to smoke. I'm treating life like a joke. I won't go sitting in my neighbor's yard, 'cause he's been working mighty hard. I go downtown, but I don't wear shoes. Oh, I don't sing the blues. Carry my rain in a bushel basket and carry the sunshine too. Carry my rain in a bushel basket, but let the sunshine through. Carry my rain in a bushel basket, carry my rain in a bushel basket, carry my rain in a bushel basket, but let the sunshine through. I won't get cross if you smile at me. I'll throw my troubles out to sea. I don't wear black or need a heart attack, 'cause we could be happy. How about that? Don't think much about what could go wrong. Don't wanna sing about it in a song. I look at you and shake my head. Lord knows some people, they'd be better off dead. Carry my rain in a bushel basket and carry the sunshine through. Carry my rain in a bushel basket, but let the sunshine through. Carry my rain in a bushel basket, carry my rain in a bushel basket, carry my rain in a bushel basket, let the sunshine through. Go ahead. Well, I don't see Saturn when I look at the stars, but it's out there, so's Mars. I don't think much about the evening news, and no, I do not sing the blues. I don't like ham, do like toast. Certainly don't care who you hate the most. I don't care how it's always been done. You can give in and still have something, right? Carry my rain in a bushel basket and carry the sunshine through. Carry my rain in a bushel basket, but let your sunshine through. Don't keep your light under a bushel. Yeah, bushel basket. Carry my rain in a bushel basket. Carry my rain in a bushel basket. Let your sunshine through. Let your sunshine through. All right, I think we're going to call this show to an end. Can I have you push the finish button? We have got a brand new spanking show coming up 2 weeks from today. Thank you. Very good. Goodbye. Yay. We did it! We did it! Yay!